Hi, everyone. Now, today we're going to talk about a deep topic, a really deep topic. In a world where childhood trauma leaves deep scars on the soul, where the weight of the past threatens to shackle us in an endless cycle of suffering, I have developed a step-by-step guide to get you started on a healing journey to deal with your past unresolved childhood trauma. I told you, it's a deep topic. This is not your ordinary class. This is going to be an immersive mental experience, a passage to liberation, guided by proven methods that have been refined over the course of hundreds of clients in my Metacognition Codex Coaching Program. So I hope that you'll pay attention, get a piece of paper and take out some notes. You're going to learn some stuff. Prepare to unravel the tangled threads of your past, to confront your deepest wounds, and to emerge stronger, wiser, and ready to reclaim your life. That's what tonight is all about. Together, we will unlock the secrets of healing using unconventional techniques and strategies that prioritize your specific, unique journey. So no longer will you face this battle alone. That's what my Facebook support community is all about. We're there to travel this journey with you. The time for transformation is now, and the path to healing begins with you. So are you ready? Let's get started. With that having been said, let's explore a step-by-step strategy for beginning the process of healing your past unresolved childhood trauma. It's such an important thing for us anxiety sufferers to do. Childhood trauma can have a profound and lasting impact on people's lives, shaping their beliefs, their emotions, and even their behaviors. A lot of people don't realize that. But what exactly is childhood trauma, and how does it affect us so deeply and so badly? Well, childhood trauma refers to experiences of significant adversity, I can't say that word, during our stages of development, usually between 0 and 18 years of age. Now, it can take various forms such as physical, emotional, sexual abuse, neglect, witnessing domestic violence, or experiencing the loss of a loved one. There are many, 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 many things that can contribute to your childhood trauma. And it has a profound and very lasting effect on people, impacting their emotional, cognitive, and even their social functioning. It can cause you to become a hermit even. It can disrupt the development of healthy coping mechanisms and impair our self-esteem and even our self-worth, and create distorted belief systems that really screw us up later in life. Childhood trauma often leaves individuals feeling overwhelmed and unsafe and mistrustful of others. And it can really lead to difficulties in regulating emotions, forming healthy relationships, and navigating life's most difficult challenges. So you can begin to see how impactful this topic really is. The impact of childhood trauma is pervasive, and it affects multiple aspects of a person's life, contributing to a range of mental health issues like stress and anxiety, depression, PTSD, all kinds of stress disorders, and it can lead to substance abuse. The real question is, how do you know if childhood trauma is affecting you? And that is where I'd like to begin tonight. So here are my top 3 ways to spot trauma that may have developed when you were just a child, an innocent little being. Number 1, hyperarousal and hypervigilance. Now, this is one I have personally struggled with. One common sign of experiencing the effects of childhood trauma is a persistent state of hyperarousal and hypervigilance. Now, what exactly does that mean? This means being on high alert, constantly scanning the environment for potential threats and feeling easily startled or agitated. Sometimes someone can make a sound and it causes me to react emotionally like that. Individuals may have difficulty relaxing, experiencing a sense of safety as their nervous system remains in a heightened state of readiness due to the past traumatic experiences that you've gone through. Now, the second way, number 2, is emotional dysregulation. Childhood trauma can disrupt the ability to regulate our emotions effectively, and it can really wreak havoc on us. If you find yourself experiencing intense, overwhelming emotions that seem to just come out of nowhere or are disproportionate to the situation, it may be a sign of unresolved past trauma. Now, this can manifest as frequent mood swings, the inability or irritability, anger, outbursts, or any kind of difficulty managing your stress. Additionally, trauma can also lead to emotional numbness or even a persistent sense of emptiness and detachment from oneself or even others. You might begin to isolate yourself, and that's horrible. Now, the third way is intrusive memories and flashbacks. I struggled with this myself regarding my babysitter who was murdered. Intrusive memories and flashbacks are another hallmark of childhood trauma. And these can really be distressing. And what they are vivid recollections of traumatic events that intrude into your present moment awareness. When I smell something that reminds me of iron, I think about blood, and it takes me back to that moment when I was a child. And that's an intrusive thought that can turn into nightmares and flashbacks and can begin to really cause all kinds of trouble with you regarding that. Now, these re-experiencing symptoms can be triggered by various stimuli, such as specific sounds, smells, or situations that resemble aspects of the original trauma, like me smelling iron, which reminds me of blood. So it's important to note that these signs alone do not definitively indicate the presence of childhood trauma, as they can also be associated with other mental health conditions. So it's not a definitive guide. I'm just giving you some general places to begin. If you resonate with these signs, it's recommended to seek professional support from one of my relief mentors who specialize in trauma and can help you receive the appropriate guidance and healing. We'll put you right back on the right path. Now, in this class, we will explore a step-by-step guide to dealing with childhood trauma with a focus on lesser-known techniques and strategies that can facilitate healing and your growth. But remember, in most cases, this is something you can't do alone. So are you ready? All right, let's get started. Now, step 1, I want you to acknowledge the trauma, because the truth is, we cannot change what we do not acknowledge. That is just a fact. You have to admit it. And the first and most critical step in the healing process is acknowledging the existence of your childhood trauma. A lot of us don't want to do that because it causes us to think about it and it feels uncomfortable. And so denial and avoidance only perpetuate the pain and hinder your progress in your journey moving forward. And so by recognizing and accepting the impact of past experiences, people can begin their journey towards healing. And that's really what I want to facilitate tonight. Step number 2, seek guidance from someone who knows what they're talking about, like our relief mentors right here. In lieu of expensive traditional therapy, it costs sometimes as much as $10,000 a year, consider engaging in conversations with a Life Skills Masterclass relief mentor for free. Our mentors are people trained in the art of active listening, empathy, guiding others through difficult emotional terrain. We can help you. but you have to take the first step. My Relief Mentors can provide a supportive space to explore your emotions, validate your experiences, and offer practical tools to help you navigate the healing process. Sometimes it's nice to have someone to hold our hand and guide us. Step number 3, cultivate mindfulness and body awareness activities. Mindfulness practices such as meditation, breathing exercises, body scans can help you reconnect with your body and create a sense of safety within yourself. Now, that's a really brilliant skill to hone in on, because by developing an awareness of physical sensations and emotions, survivors of childhood trauma can learn to regulate their responses to triggers and find inner balance. And that inner balance is where you find peace and happiness. Now, step number 4, create a creative expression and use it as catharsis. So creativity can serve as a powerful tool for healing and, more importantly, self-expression. Engage in activities like painting, writing, dancing, or playing a musical instrument to channel your emotions and release that pent-up feeling, those pent-up emotions, those negative feelings that are just eating at you like a cancer. Expressive arts can provide an outlet for unprocessed trauma, allowing people to communicate their experiences in a nonverbal way and find solace in their own creative process. It's wonderful. Now, step 5, foster supportive connections. Building a supportive network of friends, family, and like-minded individuals can significantly aid the healing process. That's why I've just released the new chat room inside of our Facebook group. And that's exactly why I created our Facebook support community, for that purpose. Seek out communities or support groups wherever you can and share your experiences, gain insight from others, and find that sense of belonging. We can help you with that. Just raise your hand in the comments below. By connecting with people who understand and validate your journey, you can break the cycle of isolation and build really meaningful connections between each other. Now, step 6, engage in self-reflection. And as you all know, the best way to do that is by using my anxiety journal. You can find another video in the featured section about that. By using self-reflection and journaling, you can really create a transformative process that will lead you to healing. Set aside time each day to reflect on your emotions, your thoughts, and your experiences. And I don't know a better way to do that than writing them down. Write freely without judgment, allowing yourself to process and integrate your feelings. Give yourself space in between your writings, a day or so, to really reflect. Because self-reflection helps us cultivate a sense of self-awareness and provides us with opportunities for introspection and personal growth. Now, step number 7, incorporate movement and body-based therapies. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, physical movement can really help us, and body-based therapies can help release trauma that's stored in the body. You may not realize, but your muscles are storing your trauma. So explore practices such as yoga, tai chi, dance, or any kind of somatic experience to reconnect you with the body and release that tension. That is so, so important. And by engaging in these practices, people can develop a greater sense of embodiment and regain trust in their physical selves. And that is such a great feeling. Step number 8, cultivate compassion and self-forgiveness for yourself. Healing from childhood trauma involves extending compassion towards oneself. You have to be easy on yourself and realize you were a child. Practice self-forgiveness and let go of any blame or guilt associated with the past. It's just useless. What I'm about to say might be the most important part of this entire class. So please listen carefully and really take this to heart, even write it down. It might seem simple, but I assure you, if you take this to heart, the effects will be very profound and might even be life-changing for you. I've seen it happen. Recognize that the trauma was not your fault and that you deserve love, understanding, and healing. Please take that to heart. Treat yourself with kindness, passion, and compassion throughout your entire healing journey. We must do that. Healing from childhood trauma is a unique and deeply personal journey. What I have shared with you today is by no means a definitive guide. This is a huge topic, and you can't do this alone. It's only a starting point to begin the healing process in your journey to wellness. It's by no means a definitive strategy or a definitive guide. While professional therapy is way too costly these days for most people, exploring alternative approaches like engaging with a relief mentor and participating in my Metacognition Codex Coaching Program can offer new perspectives and tools for your growth. And I hope you'll consider that. By embracing these lesser-known techniques, cultivating mindfulness, creativity, supportive connections, and self-reflection, people can embark on a path of healing, transforming their trauma into resilience and reclaiming their authentic lives. Wouldn't that be incredible? Remember, healing is possible, and you are deserving of a future filled with joy and fulfillment. Now that's it for this week. I hope that you have learned something healing that will get you back on track on your specific personal healing journey. My goal is to inspire you to make the changes in your life that truly matter in this world, because you are worth it. I promise. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourself and each other, and I'll see you all next week.